Welcome to Lost in the Desert, episode 66, I'm pretty sure. Yeah?
Bad number.
Is it?
No, I'm just kidding.
Bro, I'm terrible at this. We said this last episode.
That we're
Like,
gonna
I'm
get
pretty sure it
better?
was 60. I'm pretty sure it was 66.
What up, y'all? My name is Assam.
Bro, we just show up. Like, honestly, we just show
That's all we
up.
need to do is just show up when we
Yep,
need to.
we just show the fuck up. Yes, it is 66.
That's
Look at us.
crazy. Double sixes.
But, yeah. Sorry for the delay, guys, but it is Ramadan.
Ramadan Karim.
Ramadan Karim, Ramadan Mubarak.
Dude, it's already halfway there now.
Yeah, it's literally halfway.
Yeah.
It's the 15th yesterday, so it was the 16th.
Yep.
It's literally halfway.
We're already halfway. Now the next 2 weeks is gonna be critical.
Is it?
'Cause-
I remember when I used to fast that it was
Yeah.
the last couple days of Ramadan were the hardest for me
The-
because I could see the finish line and I was
Yeah.
getting tense.
I always say that the first hard days are the first 3 days because your body's adjusting. After that, it's like smooth sailing. But like the last week, you're just kind of like it's a weird because like you're gonna miss Ramadan because everybody's eating at the same time. Everybody's like there's so many things going on. But then also you're just like, I know it's fucked up to say this because of whatever, but like I'm ready to have coffee in the morning. like
Bro, it's not meant to. I don't think it's fucked up to say it. It's not meant to be a forever thing. It's supposed to be 1 month. It's
Well,
supposed
that's
to
what it
test
is.
you. If
it is.
it's supposed to test you, like if you struggle through it, if you're struggling but you still do it. Like,
It shows you
that's
that you're
good. Yeah,
capable
it shows
of
you
doing it.
dedication.
No, it shows you that you're capable of doing anything. Like
If
for
it's
people,
easy to you and you're still complaining, that's another
Yep.
story.
like it's really cleansing your body, your mindset. Like I'm a coffee guy, so like I always have 2 to 3 cups every morning. So in fact, like I'm not doing that in the mornings no more or throughout the day. That shows like I'm capable of living without it. Same thing with people who are smoking cigarettes or
Yeah, it is
etc.
what
Like
it is.
you are capable of not doing it. The only thing that I'm having issues with, and it's a blessing, obviously, when I go to my mother's house and eat her food, and next thing you know, dude, I can't say no to the sweets.
That's the one thing.
Twice in a row, I failed. I failed miserably.
That's the one thing I miss is the food. And it's like, it's not even specifically my mother's food. Like, you're Philistini, you can
Yep.
find your food out. Like, say your parents weren't in the state with you.
I can
you
find
could
Palestinian-
find the
yep.
food. Sudanese people don't do restaurants.
They don't.
They do not do restaurants.
do
I
medical
need to know.
transportation.
I need to find a
They
Sudanese
do medical
restaurant.
transportation.
And I asked I don't know if you remember seeing this on my stories, like at the beginning of the month. I was like, yo, I'm trying to introduce my friends to like Sudanese food. Sudanese food is very unique.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, we have like the stuff that like overlaps,
Mhm.
but we got like 6-7 dishes that are uniquely Sudan. Like, I don't see nobody copy them. Not the Somalis, not the Masriyin, not the Ethiopians.
I think Sudanese don't want to
Definitely
open
not the Central
I don't think
Africans.
they want to open a restaurant because they don't want to deal with other Sudanese. Because imagine having an
I don't
Sudanese
know,
restaurant.
but it's like the only way they sell food. Like the only way is like to find somebody's auntie whose side hustle is to make big batches of food and sell it.
Yeah,
sell it.
but how
I'm
do you
like, I
gonna
don't want catered food, bro. I don't need like 3, 4, 5, 6 pounds of mullah, bro.
But how are you
What am
gonna
I
go
supposed to eat
complain?
that?
How are you gonna complain to a Sudanese restaurant? They will kill you. They will
Actually,
literally
Sudanese
kill
people
you.
are very nice. Sudanese people are very nice. They will cuss you out behind your back, but they will be very.
No,
nice
I'm
to you.
not. No, for other people, yeah. But I'm talking about Sudani versus Sudani. That's a different.
Sudani versus Sudani.
That's a
crime.
different type of battle,
No, they can't because
especially if they're north or south.
of the guy. No. We're not gonna go there. We're not gonna go into the oppression of the South Sudanese.
They're gonna kill each other up if their one meal is
Yeah.
wrong.
But no, yeah, Sudanese food is very unique. I do definitely miss it. I asked like, hey, who in Arizona, like all the Sudanese people in Arizona, like where do I get?
There's nothing.
No, they just ignored me. Nobody said anything. They just ignored me.
Oh, they're gatekeeping.
Yeah, they're gatekeeping. And I saw all you fuckers in the messages. Sorry, not in the messages. In the who saw my story. I saw all you fuckers, and y'all just ignored me.
Nothing funnier that
Gatekeeping ass. Like, I know it's your auntie. I could call you. And
you
just
know
be
what
like,
I've
"Yo,
been
make
seeing
me
a
this
lot. Anybody that's having like Ramadan dinners with like their friends, every single person that posted had one like dish that everybody bring, and it's I don't know why it's trending right now, but Biscoff cheesecake,
shit. Biscoff cheesecake.
which is fire because I had it before. But
Biscoff
every single person
cheesecake.
is doing it, or they're doing the Dubai chocolate.
Bro, the Dubai chocolate trend is getting on my nerves. It's just fucking chocolate that happened to be in Dubai.
No.
So
So
what's so special about it?
So she's an Egyptian baker, made pretty much like a chocolate bar with schnafa in it, and it became a trend. It was beautiful. It became such a big trend that she released a recipe. So that's the reason why you see a lot of people are doing it, because the person itself released that. Now there's a lot of fake ones. You know, there's a lot of people that make them at home.
Who sells this in Walmart? The product is literally called Viral Dubai Chocolate
Well, the thing
Bar.
is that with Walmart, it's they're like Amazon, the third party. Like me and you can sell stuff on Walmart.com.
Yeah, I know.
So it's not really like Walmart itself doing it. But the one that's now that upgraded it is a lot of places are doing now the strawberries with Trip Dubai chocolate, which is also really good as well. So, I mean, to be honest with you, it's a fire bar. I had it a couple times. Bar, it's so good.
It's special for its unique filling of pistachio cream, tahini.
Yep, but add a little tahini in there.
And crispy,
It's Schnafe.
Katifia? Encased in milk chocolate.
Yep.
Offering a rich and textural experience. I'm not doing
Now, the crazy part about it, when she released the recipe, everything in that you just read went up. Like, it was selling out. Even, what are those called? Like, those crates that not crate, but like those ones that you put the chocolate to make bars out of it. What are those called?
The molds.
The molds. Even the molds at Amazon sold out.
Yeah.
You know? So, I mean, imagine. I recommend trying it. Just make sure it's not like... I would say if you want to try Dubai chocolate and you want to go to a restaurant, make sure it's Arab owned because they know how to make schnafe. If it's like any other culture, they don't know how to do it. I'm
gonna say.
Because tell me why the chocolate factory at Tempe Marketplace was selling Dubai chocolate, and I'm just like, y'all are weird now.
Yeah, Americans like love to just like
steal shit.
Yeah. Steal ideas, do it poorly,
very poorly.
Like, honestly, like here in America, like we're kind of dumb when it comes to like you put Dubai in front of anything and they'll be like, oh my God, he bought me the Dubai chocolate. Bitch, if you don't shut the fuck up.
he got it from down the street.
Shit. Swiss chocolate is still peak. It's still the best.
We know
Swiss
somebody.
Is still the best shit.
I know somebody that his wife makes it on the side, like a little side hustle. And I'm telling you right now, it's probably better than the original. It's so fire. But the only thing that sucks about it, it's very small. So like you have to buy 2 to 3 to like be full.
Speaking of eat it to be full, I was like on my peak depression shit last week, and I went and bought 2 bars of the Lindt milk chocolate, and I ran through those.
Damn.
I ran through those. I watched 2 South Park episodes, a bar an episode, bro.
Big boy shit.
Yeah, I put them in the fridge for like 10 minutes, and then took them out, and I was like, yep, we're going upstairs, bro, and I'm going to munch through this shit.
No.
A cat on each side and chocolate on my tummy.
Yeah, I was telling you that my friend, she's not Muslim, but she loves Ramadan season because she's obsessed with cats. So she's like loving all these videos about like Ramadan cats and stuff like that. So it's very nice. It's
What's your favorite Ramadan meal? Like the favorite thing to break your fast?
Ooh.
For me, it has to be we have like So the best, I've already talked about this on the show before, but my favorite Sudanese dish is adas, which is like a lentil soup. And based on how thick or runny it is, that dictates what time in the day you eat it. Is it a breakfast food? Is it a dinner food? Stuff like that.
Or if you're sick, you too.
Some people will make like adas like really runny and like really like watery and like brothy and stuff, like to make it like a soup. I love to break my fast with that. Back in the day.
That's funny because actually I'm gonna have that tonight. But yeah, Lindt soup.
Lentils?
Yeah, Lindt soup is really good. Do you add breadcrumbs to it?
If you're having it as breakfast, like you break the bread up and then you pour the lentils on top of it, and then you put cheese, like
we add
salata tamatim, which is like Sudanese pico.
Yeah, we add crispy pita bread. So we're like it's like crisp. Like
I'm actually going to an Indian restaurant right now.
And Lindt soup is good. For some reason, I love breaking my fast. Like if I see hummus with pickles.
Pickles? I've never tried that.
Because you know how they add like little sliced pickles on the side, like a design? That's what we do. I just love grabbing a pita bread, dipping in that hummus, and just boom. Just good carbs.
For me, the thirst isn't what gets me. For me, it's the hunger. The hunger gets me more than the thirst.
Yeah.
During a slam, the hunger used to get me more than the thirst.
I used to be like thirst. I used to like finish a whole water bottle up front, but now I barely take a sip. But I'm like, nah, let me carb up.
Dive for the food first, put something in my stomach, and then drink water.
Yeah,
anything in my stomach, and then just drink water. But yeah, so that's a little story about the delay. You know, he's been working his ass off. I've been working my ass off.
Oh, dude, I've been
with Ramadan shifts and everything. Just nobody has the energy for it. But yeah, so we got a lot of catch up on over the past 2 weeks. So what has happened in the past 2 weeks since we last put out 3 weeks since we last put out an episode? White Lotus is the best show right now.
White Lotus is the best show.
White Lotus is the best show right now that I have seen. I know people are saying it's Severance for this season. I saw him. You need to just look it up. Look up the hype, bro. Look up the stories. This season is fucking unhinged. So this season, we talked about this before. It takes place in Thailand at the what's it called? At the Regency in Thailand, whatever the fuck it's called, little White Lotus hotels, bro. The family that they introduced. So I watched episode 1 and 2, and then tonight, I'm supposed to. One of our friends left town, and like we sort of watch it together. So I had to fucking wait for Jason to come back. So it's fine. I'm playing. He's actually a big fan of the show. Him and his boyfriend are like really avid like watchers. Like they listen to the show like religiously.
Like they get really pissed if you watch an episode.
Well, no, we agreed, and I was like, man.
Well, that's fair then. They could be mad if you did because you did give them your fucking word.
Well, I agreed. We watch it every Sunday, but then I gave my word to Griffin that I will not watch it if he hasn't watched it. Like we watched that shit together. Then he gave his boyfriend his word that he wouldn't watch the episode until he comes back from fucking Iceland. And then so we couldn't watch episode fucking 3, so we'll have to wait until today.
No, they're both fucking lies. They watched it on the airplane. There's no fucking way you flew 8-10 hours.
Well, no, it only comes out on what's it called? On Sunday nights.
Oh, okay.
So it was only one. It would have been only one episode. Right. Not worth cheating.
Y'all safe now.
Yeah, but they're big fans of the show. But tonight we're gonna get together. Like I gotta wait till like 7 or something, and then we're gonna watch episode 3 and then episode 4 as soon as it releases.
Next month,
it's got Arnold Schwarzenegger's son in it. That's like his peak acting debut. I know he's been in like other shit, but this is probably like the biggest role he's been in, and he's actually doing a great job of being a creepy scumbag. But you can't tell, because he has one of those roles when he's like delusional. Like you look at him, you're like, he believes his bullshit.
He's blaming himself.
I don't know him. I don't know him like that. I haven't.
That's the scary part. If somebody's playing themselves and it's like it'd be like a great actor.
So
like, no, it's just him.
He plays the older brother of this family of 3 kids.
Yeah.
Mom and dad, obviously everybody in those shows is rich, right? Because that's the only way you're in that hotel. Except for the prostitutes from season 2, but there was some high class bitches. You should some high class bitches. That's a fucking season. How that ended, some you would lose your mind. But anyway,
go for it.
Back to the family, the White Lotus family. So there's the season 3. He plays the oldest brother. Just based off episode 1, the brother's a creep. Like he weirdly like he's like buff, shredded, like good looking, obviously like rich or whatever. But like the way he talks to his like younger, I think college brother. I think the brother's like 18. So he's like of legal 18, 19, some shit like that. They're like he's just like talking about picking colleges and all that shit.
Yeah.
So he's got like has to be like 17, 18.
Yeah, he's around that age.
I don't understand why you would want to like talk to your siblings about sex. Like the way he does it, and he's like, "We're gonna get you fucking laid," and like because the brother's like shy and shit, and he's trying to like get him to come out.
Yeah,
they're like opposite personalities, and then the middle child was the sister. She's a fucking hippie. They're only there so because she's doing like a research paper or something on like Buddhism and one of the monks there. But I can't talk about sex in front of my siblings the way this creepy motherfucker does.
I mean, there's different ways you can talk about it, but
bro, you're not. Bro, I know you, bro. As weird as you are, you're never talking to your brothers about like what kind of porn they watch and doing all that shit and their jerking off routine. This dude is a creep. You're not talking to Mo and I bet about that shit. That's weird.
No, you're talking to your boys about it. So what?
Yeah, talk to your boys, but not your brothers.
Yeah, bro,
same
that's
thing. Fucked up. No, it's not the same thing.
Same thing,
bro. That's not the same.
Your bros is the same thing.
No.
Yes, it is.
I'm not talking to my. First of all, I don't have a brother.
Exactly. That's why.
I'm not talking about my jerk-off routine.
Not a jerk-off routine.
Especially, like, I'm grown. Like, this dude is, like, 24, 25 or some shit like that. The older brother.
It doesn't go that deep.
He's, like 18, 17, 18. That's weird.
No, it's not. Like, if you be like, oh, hey, bro, like.
You gotta watch.
These videos are fire. Yeah, you'll tell you, like, if we're on the subject, yeah, you talk to your brothers. There's nothing wrong with it.
You can watch.
So why would you think it's wrong?
It's it's gross.
Because if you're worried about your little brother that haven't had sex and he's a virgin, then you want to educate him as much as possible.
The way he has the conversation is gross.
It doesn't matter if it's gross.
There's a difference, but like
it doesn't matter if it's gross.
Educating him and just being, you got to see it. Yeah,
the topic pussy is ill.
No. Bro, the way
No, it's not, yo.
the way he does it is weird as
Doesn't matter. You have to have the conversation, especially if there's no dad in the picture.
First of all, I'm not your fucking dad. That's not my job. I'm your brother.
Yeah, but
we got roped into this bullshit together.
No, but if you're the older brother, like if you have kids and you have, whatever, boys and girls, but if you have like 2 to 3 boys, get the oldest one straight, he'll fix the other 2. I'm telling you, because they follow what the brothers do. They don't follow what the dad does. Dad is out there working. They always do with the brother. Get the first one, the oldest one straight, the other will follow.
I'm a mess, and my sister's the one who's got her shit together.
But yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like for example, like if my brother was dope, like if my brother went to college, got degrees, whatever, there's a high chance that I would have did the same thing.
You don't have a college degree?
No.
Hey, me neither. Don't
but
celebrate us.
Yeah, don't celebrate our both asses. But like, think about it. Like, but when I saw my brother, like, oh, he went straight to work and he made his own thing. Cool. I was like, I'm gonna do my own thing. It was my youngest brother that was like, nah, I want to do different.
Did he go to college?
Yes. Oh yeah, he has degrees. So I mean, like,
so why is he a cop?
Huh?
Why is he a cop?
You have to get a degree, bro.
You don't have to get a degree to be a cop.
Yeah, a criminal.
No, you don't.
Well,
to be a police officer, no.
Not to be a police officer, but like to get a higher position, which he is now.
If he wants a higher position, yeah, detective.
Which that's what he wanted.
Okay, that's cool.
And that's what he's doing.
Is he a detective?
He's been a detective.
I don't fucking
know. It's been 3 years.
He's been a detective for 3 years.
Yeah.
I think I've known him for 4 or 5, right?
No, longer than that, dude.
I've been in Arizona 10 years, bro.
Yeah, no, longer than that.
I met y'all right after COVID, like 21, so that had to be at least 4 years.
Oh, 4 or 5 years. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, 4 years I've known you, but that's.
But he was a cop before that for a long time.
I know he's been a cop before that.
Yeah. No, it's like
the stories of the drug buys used to kill me.
Oh, now it's worse.
So fucking.
Now
funny.
it's worse. Now he's doing interrogation and all that stuff. Like, yeah. So no, it's cool. But I mean, like, yeah. I mean, degrees help. Like in this certain like fields help. Like if you want to go to criminal justice system. Like, yeah, if you want to be a doctor, you want to be a dentist, like go to degrees. Yeah. Helps. But I just never understand when somebody's like, I want to be an entrepreneur in business and I'm gonna get a business international. I'm like, dude, like.
You need to educate.
You need to educate yourself.
There's 2 ways for it. You either start really early in the sector that you want and work your way up, or you spend that same time working your way up, getting your degree, and then skipping the line.
Yep, that's all.
So like, you either go to college at 18 or however old people motherfuckers go, and graduate, and then skip the line, or you start working your ass off in the field at 18, and then you skip the line by the time you graduate.
But for the past 10 years, a lot of people are noticing some of the colleges are a scam. Like, there's people going to colleges online, and then they try to transfer to a bigger campus, and they're like, oh, hey, your credits don't work here. And it's like, a lot of it is a lot of scam. This just have to be. Because, come on, bro. Like, you're paying $50,000 to get a job that's paying you only $70,000. So you're going to be in debt for student loan for, like, till you're 60.
Yeah, I've talked to some people about this. College is great if you're not paying for it.
100%.
If you can work your ass off in high school is important because you can work your ass off in high school, get a good scholarship, and not have to pay for college, or at least cut the price in half. Also depends on what degree you're taking, obviously.
That too, but also like college should not be that expensive, so they should need to actually be investigated.
Like,
college should not be that fucking expensive at all. For the money that they make from football, all this merch, all this stuff, for them to still up it every year, it is absolutely a fucking scam.
How did we get here from White Lotus and weird jerk-off brother to talking about college?
I don't know, but it's crazy.
We have like the worst focus. Nah. Remember when we first started the show and they used to tell, like, we like would get down a script and be like, this is the topic, then we move on to this topic, and niggas were like, what the fuck are y'all talking about? This is so weird. And then we stopped it, and then people were like, this is actually much better. And I'm like, all right, cool.
Wait, Gemstone's coming out next month?
Saw that.
Finale. It looks like they're going all out. It looks like they're going all out.
Yeah, the final season.
Yeah.
But there was White Lotus. You have to watch it. Bro, it's like 7 episodes. There's 2.5 seasons now. Like,
I generally don't have time to sit down.
It's 7 episodes a season because every episode is the day of the week.
Yeah.
They're all there on like vacation, so every day is the day of the week. Like,
there's another show that came out too as well. Like, it has like futuristic. What's that guy's name from Guardians of the Galaxy?
Chris Pratt?
Chris Pratt, yeah, he's in.
Wait, which one in the Guardians? There's like 100 motherfuckers.
No, Chris Pratt.
Okay.
The main one. He has a one on Netflix. It's like with like in the future with robots and stuff, and it looks cool. But I'm gonna watch it. It looked like it just dropped. Like this, all these shows coming out. But the thing that I watched recently that is fire, and he's been doing a press tour all week, and it came out. Andrew Schulz live tour. Check it out on stand up. It's so amazing. It is really funny. It's actually really nice. It makes you actually like tear up at the end because this whole special is about him.
Don't spoil it for me.
No, they need to go watch it regardless, because it's still a special. It's about him and his wife trying to have a baby. So the whole process they had to go through. Because one of the jokes he said, and this is the joke that he said as well when I went to watch him live, that turns out his sperm doesn't swim well. Because it turns out that for the past 15 years he's been taking hair pills to like maintain his hair. So I guess like one of the side effects is that it affects your sperm. So he goes, doctor, you guys are marketing it wrong. It's like you're telling me that I could take a pill, have glorious hair, and my sperm won't work. Like it's like pretty much that is the best way, because He doesn't
have glorious hair, but I get what he's trying to say.
Yeah. No, but the way
he's got turkey money. Like he can go to.
But he's been on a press tour recently, and he's been killing it. He was on the.
Who was this old nigga pulling up to the fucking our little
with his little suitcase,
our little bullshit studio?
So he was on ShayShay recently.
I saw that, yeah.
And he shit on your boy, shit and gigs.
I didn't see that part.
That shit was funny. He was like, "Yeah, they pushed it out," which they did.
We talked about this on the show. I'm like, they should. It was so cringe because they should.
You even notice that they're like kind of like they're not trending as more anymore?
I don't know about that, bro. They're like all over the place.
Not in my thing. Like I have not heard of them. I have not seen him.
Thing they are. They're like on my algorithms, on my page. Like, they're all over the place. They just had like a fire fucking tour in Australia. Like nobody's giving a fuck about it.
Really? They stopped giving them shit about the whole Atlanta thing.
So I don't know what you want me to tell. Like, I don't know what it was so bullshit. Like, he said Atlanta don't have no baddies. Like, who cares?
Yeah.
Who cares?
But that's crazy, though. Like,
well, again, we talked about it on the show. They didn't even say Atlanta doesn't have any baddies. They said we haven't seen any yet. And then the co-host corrected them. They're like, you're not in the wrong neighborhood. That's why.
I remember
when I watched the whole thing, I said, this is not.
But
that
I
deep.
just wonder
I'm
how
like, y'all are so.
But I wonder now, like how they feel about them, like backing up on their jokes and pretending like they're gonna do something about it. Like you kind of lost your credentials now.
I don't think it's that deep.
Because if you do a U.S. tour now, like people are gonna be like, "Oh, are you gonna censor us? Are you gonna be quiet?" Like,
no.
Yeah, well,
I don't think they backed up on the jokes. They were just like, it was a cringe joke. I didn't think it was that fucking. I didn't think it was that fucking.
I think they went downhill from there.
I will say no. I'm watching their shit. The Reacts page just keeps growing. They just keep hitting milestones. Like it's not that deep. The Reacts page, honestly, the Reacts videos. So they have a separate YouTube page where it's just Reacts. I like that more than.
There's just
like I love the podcast. I love they got the log cabin and all that shit. Like I'm just a tier 1 page. I'm not paying more than $5 a month for Patreon. Like that's crazy. But yeah, I fuck with it. But
he went on.
So go on back.
Andrew Schulz.
Andrew Schulz.
Yeah, went on a crazy tour. He was on ShayShay Club. He was on all these podcasts. He was even invited to Monday Night Raw in Madison Square Garden, and he got to get in the ring with Logan Paul, and like got beat up by Logan Paul type of thing. Like he's genuinely. Andrew Schulz is king of New York.
Boring to me.
What happened?
Wrestling is so boring.
You crazy right now? Right now they're cooking.
It's like
they're cooking.
It's like theater with motherfuckers who can't act.
Stop. This is the first time. This is the first time in his whole career, even though it's the last year, John Cena turned heel, and it's been crazy. It's been, dude. That was like world breaking news. You know that, right? You saw the memes.
World breaking. I saw the memes. I'm like, what?
Exactly, because it's the first time John Cena turned heel. Like we've been waiting for this. A lot of people have been waiting for this, and now it's funnier because, like this whole persona is like, he's for the kids, loyalty and respect. So when he turned heel, they zoomed in on all these kids, and some of the kids are crying, and all of them he's like, "Yo, fuck them kids! Like, we don't give a fuck about these kids." Like, he's a heel. So it's, dude, their storyline right now, they're cooking with the bloodline, Cena, So WrestleMania is gonna be fire this year.
I don't give a shit.
Oh, I'm watching WrestleMania. I watched.
Like you don't give a shit about White Lotus. I don't give a fuck about WrestleMania.
Yeah, but WrestleMania is much bigger than White Lotus.
Boring.
Get the
shit.
fuck
I'm
out
sure
of
it is, and I don't.
Well, you would never understand because you're not an athlete. Like you don't know how to watch like sports. Like you're not an athlete. You're just born not an athlete.
You're watching dinner theater.
It's not a dinner theater.
Like
I'm watching good
wrestling and all that. Like
I'm watching
WrestleMania
athletes,
and WWE, all that shit. That's fucking.
I'm
dinner
watching
theater.
athletes with great physiques.
That's
wrestling and putting their body on the line.
It's such a shame because we know John Cena can act, and I'm like, why do you make it worse?
Well, how do you make it worse? That's how he started his career.
It's so cringy. No. Like when he goes back to do WrestleMania, I'm like, it's so cringy.
It's not cringy.
All right, whatever, bro. Yeah. Definitely clipping out what just happened.
That's hilarious.
A little rude, but whatever.
Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah. Anyway, so so yeah, just it's such a fucking cringy thing. I just can't stand WWE.
You could ask. We can sit you down and get interviewed.
I'm sorry.
We can sit you down. You know. Oh,
Give me a second. Let me take a deep breath and collect myself.
Oh my god, bro. Yeah, some people are just weird like that.
Anyway, no, yeah, just I'm not gonna go into it. I just find like Wrestlemania and all that shit just so cringy, not that interesting to me. It's like it's whatever. Anyway, I'll let you have your thing. We'll go back on your little Andrew Schulz
Anyways,
rant.
the Club ShayShay interview was really good. You could tell like because he was still like saying jokes like between him and ShayShay, but you can hear in the background like his people are laughing, but like kind of like a little bit, like Shannon Sharpe didn't want to laugh, but he could tell like he wants to, but he didn't want to laugh in front of the camera on certain jokes. You know when he's talking about the Kendrick Lamar thing, about having all stuff. So I mean, it's good. I recommend watching it.
Yeah, it is.
That got to be the weirdest thing that ever happened.
You know, actually, what an interview that did come up on the Club ShayShay, the Amber Rose interview. I don't know why people were hating on it.
Well, because she came out like a Trump fan.
Did she?
Yeah, she came out a Trump fan. She spoke at Trump rallies.
Did she like go back on that? Was like, nah, this was a dumb idea.
No, I don't think so. She came out big, like.
Did she?
Yeah, she's like, I've been lied to all my years. Like she was like.
I just thought because people thought Amber Rose was like a hoe or something.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, like when you start,
I don't understand like why, because they were like, this is the interview we didn't need, blah blah blah, all that sort of stuff. Like even if she was a Trump fan, like I would still think that.
I think it's just anybody that came out starts off their career like as a bop, then try to actually like then made a lot of money and now it's like trying to like have a whole persona. People are gonna piece it out. Same thing with like Mia Khalifa. Now how Mia Khalifa like she did like a sport podcast. And she was like, and she's a very like shows a lot about hockey, and she was doing a sport, and then people shitted on it, and then she stopped eventually. But also, she said something stupid, which is crazy to come back to it. She called wrestlers fake, like
it is fake.
What? No, like she called them like not a real athlete. So one of the wrestlers, one of the divas, was like,
I would never go that far.
Yeah, but that's the thing though. But one of the divas,
does take skill and athleticism. I'm not gonna go that far.
I think it was one of the wrestlers. I think she was one of the divas from WWE. She was like, well, when we get hit in the ring. You get pounded in the bed. It's a different story. Yeah.
That's so disrespectful. Anyway, no. I thought it was messed up. Like she had like quite a lot to say. She told a lot of stories from like her growing up and a lot of stories of her upbringing with her mother. Like I think people who start off in life as like struggling, they can offer stuff to society. So like going through the comments and reading all the stuff that people were saying about her, like, bro, this whole interview was useless. We didn't need any of this shit. Like, blah, 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 blah. Like, you wasting your time. Like, what value does she have? People who grow up in adversity bring a lot of value to society because if nobody struggles, how do people learn?
Yeah.
If everybody just grows up, quote unquote, perfect, or the way, society kind of wants us to dictate, like, well, what value do we do to grow? How do we get better? And she told a lot of stories like about her childhood. Like I tell you guys, go watch the Amber Rose interview. I thought it was one of the better interviews. She told some weird stories, but the stuff about like Wiz Khalifa and his mom, I was like, I wouldn't have said that shit, but whatever.
No. But also too, she's a great mom. Like if you follow her, like she's always saying like her kid is just happy, and also like Wiz is a great dad too. Like have you seen him at this like his videos as well? And also
seem like they may be crazy people individually. They seem like they
the co-parenting is actually very well. Yep.
Seem like it's going pretty well.
No, for sure, because they put the kid first, and that's what's more important. But also, Wiz has been training in Thailand. Like he's a good multi-fighter. I swear to God. I swear to my life, dude. Wiz can train multi.
Wiz Khalifa?
Yes.
Why?
Bro, he picked it up as I don't know if it's like a hobby, but he's like legit a killer. And he's training.
This is like when Mark Zuckerberg started doing jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, but Mark Zuckerberg, I don't think like Mark Zuckerberg is going to be like dangerous on the mat. Like I seen his matches, whatever. But Wiz, he's training with like high level trainers.
He switched up. Mark got a body on him now.
Body, like, his haircut,
like,
his little swag. Yeah. No, it's fire.
He's got a black mistress on the side. He has to.
Nah. He's too big to doing stuff like that.
Yeah, he can't. Well,
but he's also like a huge UFC fan, so he's always at the UFC fights.
Yeah, I'm sure. But yeah, it it was a weird. It was definitely a weird watching the people like talk shit about her and stuff like that. But speaking of like weird co-parenting, did you see the DDG and Halle Bailey or whatever her name is? Like,
No.
so they have a weird co-parenting thing. So nobody's taken anyone to court, but at the same time, he keeps like cussing her out on like, oh, I can't see my
On
kid
her stream and stuff like that.
on his streams, just like
But
to his
also,
fans
too,
and
like-
stuff like that. When she's like, the kid is sick, like,
Yeah,
no,
but also,
you can't come
too,
take him. Like, the boy is sick right
it
now.
was such a weird couple though. Like
It was a weird couple.
like her being at the top of Disney, and you're dating like a streamer who has like history all over online. Like that was what's crazy about it.
I'm like, he's not even like the top streamer. Like, if she was dating
Yeah,
like Kai,
Kai.
or something, I could understand. Kai seems to be. I feel like Kai would be the most annoying boyfriend.
I think he does have a chick though.
I'm sure he does. I'm sure he's like the most annoying.
Nah, because
boyfriend.
there's different. There's the character on the stream, and there's like your own self.
Still.
Yeah. No.
You got, but that character is. I feel like the character like mirrors or.
No, because
expands
you
on-
gotta be super extra when you're on stream. Like especially if somebody donates or someone does anything, you gotta be super extra.
Yeah, I couldn't. But did you see the Mr. Beast? I think it was the Mr. Beast. They had that fucking giant treadmill, and they had
They had all those YouTube. But that was recorded. Like when I noticed that, I think that's recorded like a while ago, and he has like a lot of footage that he's saving.
Yeah,
Because there's no way he's been getting them like other month. Like
yeah.
I
I'm sure
think-
he does it. The time between them, you have.
I think that time when he had them all together, he did a lot of content and paid them out, and like slowly he's
saved
like.
it, slow
Yeah.
released it. Because.
But that was still funny. Speed ain't no joke.
Yo,
Speed is an
of,
athlete.
Yeah, speaking of real athletes, I know people, shit on streamers and stuff like that.
But Speed is massive, bro.
Speed knows what he's doing.
He is the #1 streamer.
And people think like, I know he looks like he looks like 30 years old, but the boy's
No.
like, what is he, 19, 20?
Yeah, 19.
He's 19.
What's crazy is that his mom kicked him out while he was streaming because he was being loud, and his dad was like, "You can stream here." And now look. But
And
I mean, but he still said that he's cool with his mom. and
He's
stuff
cool.
like
He
that.
said he's cool with his mom because
But
that
he-
was on the Shannon interview. He was like,
I get it.
I get it. Like,
Yeah. Especially,
my son sitting screaming all day into a microphone. I'd kick him out too.
but that's the thing though. Like at that age, to be a very understandable, being very very successful, and then now he's doing. Dude, who's a streamer is doing world tours? And it's like shutting down. I think there was one country they gave him the key for the day. They made him like a mayor.
What do you? I never understood that, getting the key to the city and all
Like,
that
it's
shit.
just-
what does that give you? Does that give you like rights?
No, but I mean, it's just like like an honor.
Here,
type
it's
of
like
thing.
what happens when you get keys to the city?
Yeah.
Yeah, what happens when you get the keys to the city?
I don't think you get to like have any power or anything, but like
Here, what happens when you get the keys to a city?
yeah.
It's a symbolic gesture of civic recognition, gratitude, and
That's
does
all
not
it is.
grant any real world access or privileges.
That's
All
what I'm
man, keep your key to the
Would you
city.
rather get the key to the city or a day named after you?
A day named after me?
Yeah. Like when
take
they
the
honor
day.
you on a day,
I
like
take the day.
take the day. That's not a bad idea.
Because the day, like, that's gonna be on the calendar. They print out calendars.
Yeah, but they could take it away though.
That's fine. They can
Yeah.
also take away the key to the city.
Oh, they did. They did that. New York did that with Diddy. They did that. They said
They
they run
can
that shit
take
back.
away- yeah, they can take away the key to a city. So
Yeah.
like, why can't they take away?
Yeah, so it's not bad.
Why can't they take away, the day? They just took pride off all the
Yeah.
maps. They just changed the Gulf of Mexico to Gulf of America. Like, they did all that.
That is
And
not
Google's just like, hey, whatever they tell us, we're gonna change it. We're not going back and forth with
Yeah.
y'all. But yeah, ridiculous. والله حمار.
ولا واحد على التليفون. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
Anything else you gotta say?
No, we have there's some rugby stuff, but I don't want to get into it, so
Yeah.
it's whatever. It's too soon to be going into all that stuff. But I'm not going to Boston. I told the team, I was like, yo, take me out of consideration. I'm
Really?
I'm
You don't
not
want to go to
doing that.
Boston?
No intention of going to Boston.
Yeah.
No intention of going to Boston, playing in NORAM or any of that shit. We're good. So it is what it is. But yeah, I low-key feel, I love putting this at the end of the episode because I know none of them are going to fucking listen, but whatever.
Yeah.
I low-key feel the dynamic has changed ever since I said that. So we'll see. We got practice on Tuesday.
When is Boston though?
Like end of May, NORAM.
I mean, you still got time to change your mind though.
Because NORAM rugby, when is that?
I mean, like, at the end of May, like, you can still, like, make stuff happen and go to Boston.
Like May 30th to June 1st.
Yeah, so it's not too bad.
It's not about being able to make it there or anything like that.
No.
So coach is going to use, like, I think the last 2 games, like when we play Vegas, he's going to use the other game to basically say, like, oh, this is going to be the roster.
Yeah.
You know, this is going to be the roster. You guys are the ones who play and all of that. And I was like, don't waste like, just give somebody else the opportunity.
I see what you're saying. So that's props to you. That's growth.
And honestly, like, we play 3 there's 3 of us who play the position I play.
Yeah.
So I'm like, let them do it.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah, just let them go, because it's to fix the roster. We can't have like, what's the thing called? We can't have like more than, I think, 21, 23 people, something like that.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah, and just for context, like, people on the pitch there's 15 people on the field. Yeah. So it's not like you can take 30 people, just A team, B team, and keep subbing them
exactly,
out.
Yeah.
So you got to be careful, with your subs and all that sort of stuff. You got to pick and choose, like, okay, who am I going to bring? Because if I lose this position, what happens? If I lose somebody in this position, what happens? It's a whole shebang. But yeah, so I was like, I'm not going to Boston. Because they got to make the decision now, so people can buy their flights and do all that.
No, that's not fair. Well, we appreciate you guys for listening. We'll be back next week.
Yes, we will.
Same
be back
time
next week. Any announcements? Anything?
Nope, that's all
you want to say? I think we got like 3 more rugby games for the season.
Okay.
Yeah,
Bet.
like
2 more weeks of Ramadan.
Then we have like end of March or end of April. I can't remember.
Yeah.
Saguaro Cup. We'll announce that on.
Well, appreciate y'all for listening.
Personal. But yeah, other than that, thank you
and
for listening, guys.